space.
Hey guys, welcome to episode 2. I've widened this is the mine shaft. I've widened this little room out a little bit, and I can still hear the thunder outside. That's pretty crazy. Holy fuck. Listen to that. What is going on? Anyway, this is like a little mining base under my base. And I have crafting tables and workbenches and all that sort of shit. One thing I wanted to show you is how I, particularly in my own way, mine. Because everyone, I guess, has their own system. But this one, oh, there's a mob right here. Hello. How's it going? Maybe I should check that out. Everyone has their own system, I'm sure, in Minecraft and in other games. Oh, and that's the lag with multiplayer. But what I like to do, and I think is very efficient, and I read about it on the Minecraft wiki, it's called branch mining. I dig a little bit of a shaft here. I dig it 3 high, and then every third block, I dig inwards. I know it's darker on YouTube, so I better find some torches. Every third block, I dig inwards. Like so. And then the other side, the same thing. And why is this, you ask? Well, 2 reasons. One, I could just dig these really long shafts that go that way. But then every time I have to come back to my base, it'd be longer and longer and longer and longer and longer. It'd be forever. And number 2, this is an easy way not to miss veins of ore. So for instance, say there was, oh, I don't know, some redstone ore right here, right? If I'm digging over here, and then I go off and I dig down here, I'm going to completely miss that vein, because there's going to be blocks in between it. But now if I'm digging every third block, I'm going to see what's on this block, and I'm going to see what's on this block. So there's a very small chance that I'm going to miss anything. It's mostly going to be I miss things that are vertical. So I found that to be most efficient. I'm going to do some mining. I found some redstone. Might do something with that later. But I'm going to do some mining. Hopefully find some diamonds, and I want to get a diamond pick and get some obsidians. We can go to the nether. I'd like some glowstone, some soul sand, and netherrack to make some fire traps and stuff. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Found a cave, not a redstone. Bunch of iron, a couple skeletons, some lava. I'm just doing some spelunking, get some resources. Oh, cool. That kind of stuff. I just started working on the foundations for the massive mob trap that I always build. Probably it's going to be a drowning trap with a loot collector. Pretty cool. I was thinking of doing it with a mob elevator that would take them to the surface, but yeah, I think that would just limit the effectiveness of it, because it would take too long to get up there and some of them would despawn. So I'm going to keep it underground where I originally planned it to be. I'll give you more details on that as I widen the area out, and so you have a better idea. I can actually show you in the space where it's supposed to be. That's going to be our main source of gunpowder, and once I have a reliable source of that, I'm going to work on a TNT cannon. That's going to be the next project, and there's going to be plenty of them in between. Probably make a cactus trap or something later. Not quite sure. Not quite sure. Oh, yes. Diamonds! I dug a mine shaft I showed you guys. Just been mining in that. The other, the mob trap itself is going to be also underground. Take advantage of a spawning system. Oh, mushrooms. This is a bear cave. Right now I'm uploading the first episode. It should be good. I made a nice intro to play. Pretty cool. Right now we're also working on leveling out and building up the spawn area. This is a multiplayer server, don't forget. It's gonna be pretty cool. I built a pretty awesome waterfall in midair. And what else did I want to mention? I might do something with pistons. I was thinking a crushing trap. I've never made one before, and it sounds kind of funny. That's down the road, though. I really still have to level out the ground around my house to make it look presentable. Because right now it looks like shit, and I'm just not happy with it. So I'm going to explore this cave a bit, and I'll be back later. Hey guys, found some shrooms. Mushrooms. Red and brown. So I'm going to make me a mushroom farm. This is a little bit down the mine shaft. So just going to plant my mushrooms. And I take out these spaces on the wall to give us more interior space for planting. And I don't really do this in any scientific method, or I just plant them far enough away that they'll grow in between. Put the red ones on these platforms. And I'll put the brown ones down here. Probably should make this a bit larger. Can't be bothered right now. I will widen it as needs be. And obviously we don't want this much light in a mushroom farm, because they only grow in dark areas. So what we do, but at the same time we don't want hostile mobs spawning down here, so when we come to collect the mushrooms we get ass raped. So what we do is create recessed lighting. I know this is going to be a little bit dark, so bear with me. What I do is I dig 2 squares up, and I put a torch there, and put a torch there, and that should be sufficient light. Let me close this up. Take a look. It's actually too much light. Could probably knock it up a little bit more. Yeah, that should be good. Oops. Yeah, that'll make it so hostile mobs, there's just enough light that they will not spawn. I mean, I'm eyeballing this. I'm pretty sure this is about what's necessary. Didn't I plant some there? Well, I knocked out a few, or what the fuck? I don't know. Maybe that was lag. Who knows? Well, let's replant them. Weird. Anyway, this is just enough light that hostile mobs won't spawn. But it's low. It's high enough that hostile mobs won't spawn, but it's low enough that these mushrooms should still grow okay. So they're not going to grow terribly well. They're going to grow better in lower lighting conditions, obviously. But this is a good trade-off, I think. So it's going to be right here. I'm just going to close it off. And that's it. I'm going to put a sign there to remind me where the hell it is. And I'm also going to show you the beginnings of the mob trap. It's further down the shaft here. I decided to build it about 40 elevation. I wanted it somewhat far underground so it wouldn't catch too many of the mob spawns. There's a cave above me I have to clear. This is it so far. I've widened out a pretty decent area. This will take me a while though. I really gotta, you think it's big, I gotta make this a lot bigger. I mean, on the order of 7 or 8 times bigger than this, probably more. So I'm gonna be working on that from time to time. Make it wide, very wide, about twice as wide as it is now. I also, yeah, I'm gonna make it on this side. And I also chose, I didn't choose this elevation for any particular reason. I just chose it because it's far enough underground that we don't really have to worry about the surface mob spawns, and it's also not close to any caves. You see the caves are above and mostly above and below it, so I shouldn't hit too many caves. This is it so far. Gonna work on this a bit. I'm also gonna go do some more mining, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Hello. Been working on the house. I decided to make it out of wood. I said I was gonna make it out of stone, but I think I like wood better. I haven't made too much stuff out of wood. So I'm actually making this out of wooden slabs, not wooden planking. That's why you can see it's only 2.5 blocks high. And the reason I did that with wooden slabs, because wooden slabs act like stone and not wood. Therefore, if I set this on fire, it will not burn. Pretty cool. That's a nice little feature embedded in the how it works. So I'm gonna make this pretty high. Actually, I decided I'm not gonna make a 2-level house. I'm actually gonna make it just 1 level, but it will be a split level. It'll be 8 or 9 blocks high, the walls and the roof, and it will have 1 level down here and then another level like halfway up. It'll look pretty cool, I think, when I get it all done. It's gonna take a lot of wood though to build it that high and build the whole thing. But I've made a good start of it. I got 2.5 blocks done out of 9. Well, I'll get around to it. Anyway, I made a little door here, the pressure plate. But I wanted to do something cool since I found some redstone. And check this out. You hear that? That's a doorbell. Haven't tuned the notes right. But you can make music in Minecraft if you didn't know that. And the way you do it is by making note blocks. And they're pretty easy to make. It's just it's wood and redstone, if I remember. And they'll, whenever they're struck or they're induced with a current, like with redstone wire, they will play a note. And they are tunable. You right click on them. And they go all the way around. Now this circuit's pretty simple. The button is on the other side of this block, and that induces a current into this wire, and then this wire goes to here, to this block, plays that, and then we have what's called a repeater. And now a repeater, its main function is to repeat the signal. Oh, thanks, that helps a lot. Redstone wire can only run 15 blocks without it not burning out, but it won't carry a current further than 15 blocks. I can demonstrate. I cannot do that. This is a lever that it induces current. And notice right here, this is no longer powered. Huh. Well, this is the 15th block. And you gotta put a repeater down right here to get it to go further. So that's its main function, but also what you can do, see how there's a little slot here? You right click and it does that. And that actually sets the delay on the repeater. That delays it, so when the circuit's complete and current comes through this wire and goes to here, it hits the repeater and then it stays there for a number of ticks, if that's the delay, before it continues on through this wire. And that's really useful, especially with music, so I don't play two notes at once. I play them slightly after each other. See? So this circuit's really quite simple. The current comes through right here, goes to here, and it also splits off and goes to the repeater, to that wire, to this block. So I'm going to tune these to something that sounds pretty cool, like a doorbell. And I built it down this low so I could cover it, because I don't want this sticking out. Now you never even know it was there. People are going to walk up to the door and say, hey, what's this do? Oh, I think I just broke it. Oh, no. That's irony for you. Sometimes if you put a block over redstone, it'll break the connection. I'm not sure what I broke. That should be working. Maybe if I put a block over the note block, it no longer works. Let's experiment. Maybe that was it. Fuck off. Now let's take the blocks off and see if that made a difference. Yeah, I guess that does make the difference, so I'll just leave those exposed. I did not actually know that. That's interesting. Note blocks will play different notes depending on what's below them. So if you put, say, glass below them, or sand, or dirt, or stone, they all play different notes, types of notes. Like, I think if you put stone underneath, it'll play a bass guitar. If you put glass underneath, it plays like clicks, like clickety-clackety kind of stuff. Or glass, I think, and sand do the same thing. So that's pretty cool. I have a doorbell now. And actually, I could also wire it up to the pressure plate, so if they don't press it, and they just come through the door, wire it like that, that should work. I am all sorts of fail today. Redstone can be a little tricky sometimes. It's actually not inducing current because it's apparently note blocks do not get powered from above. There we go. So I could do that, or I could just leave it as a normal doorbell. But that's one kind of frivolous use of redstone that I enjoy. Oop, lag. I'll be doing more with redstone later. I just wanted to give you an update on the house and show you the doorbell. And I'm going to do some mining. I'm going to work on finishing the wall at the very least. And I'll see you in a bit. I've been working on the house a little bit. I got these walls up to 4.5 blocks high, so we are halfway done with the walls. Yay! I want to bring it up to about 9, and then what I think I'm gonna do, this is gonna be the outer wall, and then we're gonna have an inner wall, like in this area, square, and there's gonna be interior rooms inside those squares, because I'm gonna eventually expand this house further down that way. There are going to be interior rooms in this area, and then that's going to be, I think, 4 high, and then on top of that we're going to have maybe some storage chests, not quite sure, but it's going to be one level, then another level on top of those rooms. It's going to look pretty cool. I'm going to have fountains coming down from the ceiling. It's going to be a nice open sort of cavernous area. It's going to be pretty cool, I think, when I get it all set up. I'm thinking about digging this down another block and using it as a basement. I think that'll work nicely. I took out the pressure plate because this is grass tile, and farm animals spawn on grass tile, so they kept opening and closing the door every like 30 seconds. It was really irritating. I'm gonna end the episode, oh crap. I got a diamond sword. Diamond sword kills in 2 whacks instead of 3, so I can deal with those creepers a lot easier. I want to end the episode around 20 minutes today. We're at about 19 now. And if you didn't notice, I also changed some of my mic settings because I was tired of that acoustic echo in the background. If this sounds crappy though, I'll change it back. I wanted to show you guys before we go the spawn area. We're building a 60 by 60 plaza around the spawn. We're going to carve the rules of the server and whatnot into this rock face. It's going to look pretty sick. I made this waterfall, by the way. Probably spruce it up a bit when I get time. Putting down stone slabs. It looks pretty sick, and my house is going to be the dominating feature, I think. Because the idea is to build like a city around the spawn, all the different cliff faces and whatnot. But my house is going to look sick. It's going to be really tall. It's made of wood. I think that's it. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to finish with these the slabs I have and build up the wall a little bit more. And then I'm going to go down and farm some obsidian. That will start episode 3. We'll be farming some of that. And we're going to make a nether gate, a portal. And we're going to go through and see what we see. Maybe get some glowstone. Maybe some soul sand, but I definitely want netherrack so I can make some fire traps. Oh, I planted, I need so much wood for this shit. So I actually planted a tree farm. It's nothing special, I just planted a bunch of trees. You can be a little bit more scientific about it if you want. You could put torches all around each tree so they'll grow during the night if you really wanted to. But this grows just fine. Some people set it up like this. And they'll encase it in cobblestone, whatever. I prefer to use these trees. I think they're cedar. Because they don't grow all funky. Some of the browner trees will grow. I can't see any examples right here. But instead of growing straight up like this, they'll grow straight up then sideways and all sorts of shit. And it's difficult to harvest them because you have to build yourself little platforms and knock down one piece at a time. So I think use these. Yeah, so we're gonna build that portal. We're gonna go in and should have a lot of fun. If you've never been to the Nether before, it's pretty freaky. And you'll have a good time. So I'll see you guys in episode 3.